Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, everyone. We are happy to be starting this first ever concert online with the Gettin Choir, Wavelengths, and special guests. Before we get going, I would like to give a little introduction to how to use Zoom for those who this might be new for you. At the top right of your screen, or you may need to tap your mobile device to get commands to come up like this, but there's a choice between gallery view and speaker view. If you switch from one to the other, speaker view shows the one person who is speaking or who we've put the spotlight on in a large window with other attendees in a small window at the top. Gallery view lets you see a larger number of people on the screen at once, and you can, in either view, click the blue buttons to go and see who else is here on this meeting. Right now we have 434 people on the meeting.
And I'm seeing for some people the sound apparently is somewhat low. I don't think we've
You know what? We'll bring our microphone a little
a
closer.
little closer.
All right.
And we'll speak up as if we're in Alex Goulden Hall itself.
There we go. We will allow you to unmute your microphones at the end of songs or speeches so that you can applaud or give your approval for what you've just seen and heard. That's the mute button that you see at the bottom left. You can unmute yourself then. Anytime you want, if you don't want to be sharing your video, you can click Stop Video. The other items there, participants, to see a list of everyone who is in the meeting. The chat button brings up a panel where you can see and enter messages to one another. You can send a message to everyone if you want, for example, to tell us where you're from, or to send a private message to someone who you've seen listed in the participants. Let me see. That's just about it.
We were going to give a little outline of what the evening is going to look like.
Yeah, the Gettin Choir and Wavelengths artists are performing. We're presenting virtual choir videos that we've prepared, and you may also see them in the audience singing along with GHC for Gettin Choir or WCC after their names. That's our choir members enjoying the show as well, because they haven't seen these videos yet. They're all brand new.
And just a little bit about those. You may have seen some virtual choirs online through Facebook or elsewhere. These ones are not, they don't have quite the same high production value. What we did was we had individuals send in their own voice recording, and we took the video from the times when we were together on Zoom. So you will notice there's a little visual lag. We're not all in sync visually, but what's important, the sound, that'll be awesome.
All right. Our guest artists will be performing live from their home studios. We have a few short video presentations prepared from our guests in Edmonton, in Mozambique, and also in Victoria. There will be a 10-minute break during the middle of the show where we will make use of the breakout rooms, a feature of Zoom, where if you wish you can meet some new people you've never met before. And you'll also have the time to make donations to the Caia Connection. More on that later.
Great. Thank you. We want to begin the evening by acknowledging the traditional territories of the many Indigenous peoples whose lands we have the honor on which to live, play, work, and sing, and from which tonight's collaborative concert is being shared. Dick and I and Sarah Petrescu are on the traditional territories of the Lekwungen-speaking peoples, known now as the Esquimalt and Songhees nations. Denis Donnelly is on the traditional territory of the Wasanich nation. Siobhan Robinsong and Dan Mortifee are on the traditional territories of the Klahoose, Tla'amin, and Homalco nations. Shari Ulrich is on the traditional territory of the Squamish nation. Joe Jencks is on the ancestral lands of the Potawatomi and Ottawa people. We make this acknowledgement with humility and gratitude, and as one small step on the pathway of undoing the damage of colonialism, and to begin doing the work towards living in right relations with all peoples who have lived and still live on these lands. Haichka, Miigwech, thank you. I now invite Siobhan Robinsong to give a few opening words. And I invite you to unmute yourself and give a big welcome and enthusiastic wave to the woman whose vision inspired these choirs. Please welcome Siobhan Robinsong.
This is when you can unmute.
Hey, Siobhan.
Spacebar. How about okay, so we don't have to look at that?
Okay.
Can you hear us?
You're
Yes.
on.
Oh, good. Good.
Okay.
And your prompter's up.
Hi, everyone. Since 1999, our group of choirs have been building a bridge of love, hope, and song between Victoria and Mozambique. We owe this legacy to Perpetua and Joseph Alfazema, two refugees from that war-torn country.
Yeah, years ago, Siobhan brought me in, and the chiefs of Joseph's village had asked them to find the funds to build a school in Kapasini. He told them, without education, we have no hope for our children.
Our choir raised the money, and soon the first school was built, and that was just the start.
This success has inspired 2 more decades of fundraising concerts.
You and many others have helped us transform the village of Kapaseni and much of the district of Caia with further education, AIDS prevention, pumps, wells, and much more. And that tradition keeps on tonight.
Yeah, we do all this in the memory of dear Joseph Alfazema, who passed away last year. It's a great loss to all of us who loved him. Mm-hmm. So we'll start the evening with a video message from my dear friend and Siobhan's great friend, Perpetua Alfazema, who now lives in Edmonton.
Mm-hmm. Over to you, Dick. Dick starts video.
Dick starts the video.
Just one moment. Here we are.
We might need you. We might need Siobhan and Anne to mute their station while we share this video.
Okay.
Good evening. Here we are. My name is Perpetua Alfazema, and I'm so excited about tonight, about the concert that we are about to have. And thank you to all the choirs for putting this concert together, and our special guests. Here in Edmonton, we are sitting here and watching, so we are really happy, and I wish everybody a good evening. Please have fun. We are here to celebrate the work that is being done in Mozambique by all of us, and I want to thank our donors and our support. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Perpetua. And then
Yes.
they need to unmute now.
Over there. Yeah, there we go.
We have
Okay.
unmuted,
Yeah.
and now we are going. Yeah, here we go.
Good.
Okay. So, well, thank you, Perpetua. And now we have one more short message. This one is from Mozambique. Here's Gabriel Miandica, the current director of Kuangasana, non-profitable organization in Mozambique. Gabriel. Hello.
Greetings from Sena, Mozambique. It's a great honor to be part of this great family. We deeply appreciate the compassion and caring that you have continuously shown to our communities in Mozambique, especially the children and women. Your existence, participation, and contribution enabled us to keep the fire burning, remembering that COVID-19 has no boundaries, ethnic, age, gender, or life status. We continue fighting in order to maintain food, education, health, and human rights and other services to our beneficiaries in order for them to avoid taking risk and to continue staying at home until secure measures has been established. Looking forward for a great, inspiring, and healing concert. Love you all. Stay safe.
So without further ado, here is the Gettin Choir,
Led by Cathy Baker and Dick Jackson.
Jackson.
Woohoo!
Okay. Here's Gettin Choir. So, what happens now? Dick and Cathy, you're on.
Okay,
We are.
We're on.
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It's wonderfully down home.
Myself, why should I work so hard? Sitting dreaming about the days to come. Half the dust is soaking up the sun. Sitting here, I hope I don't get fried. 2 years ago, you know, I almost died. And yet there's nothing better for your soul than lying in the sun and listen to rock and roll. So fine as let the sun rejuvenate your mind. Don't get me wrong, I really dig the mood, but it was already afternoon when they wrote this tune. And now the sun's about to fade away. I'm even better than 1,000 days. You know there's nothing better for your soul than lying in the sun and listen to rock and roll.
Oh, I can open the mics.
That was awesome! Amazing. Great fun.
Whoa, well, that was a blast from the past. Dick and I grew up on opposite ends of Western Canada, Dick in Winnipeg and I in Vancouver, but we both have great memories of that particular song. The Toronto-based group Lighthouse was a fixture in the soundtrack of our youth. It was a joy to arrange sunny days for the GHC. We sure had fun singing it, and I think that showed. We owe our gratitude to the late, great Skip Prokop and members of the Toronto-based band Lighthouse. Rumor has it that some of them are in our audience tonight. We'll now pass the virtual torch on to Denis Donnelly and Wavelengths Community Choir.
Whoops, where's Denis? Denis, where have you gone? Hang on. There we are. Oh, there you go. Sorry, go ahead, Denis.
Thanks, Cathy and Dick. Am I live? I'm muted again.
And here.
Unmute. I'm unmuting myself.
Ah.
There I am. Okay. What I was trying to say was that was a great video. Thank you, you folks. That was great. Our next video was inspired. I was inspired to arrange it because of a video that I saw, a virtual choir video came around about maybe a month or two ago, and it was quite inspiring. It was a whole, a number of women physicians working in the COVID front lines in the Toronto area, and they all sang and they put this video together, and it's all about rising again. And it could have been about them rising again when they were out of the whole trenches doing COVID and just back into their regular lives. And it could be us as a society rising again into something that we don't know what it is quite yet. But at any rate, the song I think is lovely and appropriate. And so here is our arrangement of We Rise Again as sung by the Rankin family.
Ocean cries.
Oh, great.
Bravo.
Bravo, bravo.
Bravo.
Yay, wavelengths! Yay!
All right. Thank you very much. Before we go further, we'd like you to know that donations have been pouring in from people who are here, who registered for the concert. And I was told a few minutes ago that to date from this concert, we have had donations of $11,548. Thank you so much.
Yay!
And we would like to, I'm sorry, one moment. Put a link into the chat window if you are seeing that. If you haven't yet made a donation to the Caia Connection through Canada Helps, that link will take you right there. You could go now, you could wait until the break. In our choir, we strive to find repertoire that is somehow soul-nourishing. Sometimes it's because the energy in the melody is irresistible, or because the lyrics are particularly beautiful. Sometimes a song is just right for the times we're living through and can help us keep our perspective, or just give us the right medicine our heart needs. When we first heard the group Low Lily sing this song, we knew we had found a real gem. Please enjoy Hope Lingers On. And turn the volume down. Please hold.
My mother, when love is gone, my mother, when love is gone, in our darkest hour, hope lingers on. My father, when peace is gone, my father, when peace is gone, in our darkest hour, hope lingers on. I will not hate, and I will not fear, in our darkest hour, hope lingers here. My sister, when equality's gone, my sister, when equality's gone, in our darkest hour, hope lingers on. My brother, with tolerance gone, my brother, with tolerance gone, in our darkest hour, hope lingers on. I will not hate, and I will not fear, in our darkest hour, hope lingers here. My love, when honor is gone, my love, when honor is gone, in our darkest hour, hope lingers on. My country, when justice is gone, my country, when justice is gone, in our darkest hour, hope lingers on. I will not hate, and I will not fear, in our darkest hour, hope lingers here. I will not hate, and I will not fear, in our darkest hour, hope lingers here.
Wow.
Terrific.
Very good.
Thank you very much.
The bird sounds could be from that person who was sitting outside because that
It's forgotten.
Sorry about that. Here we are. Ah, yes, it's been a pleasure to bring those songs to you. I'd like to introduce our first guest artist. I met Joe Jencks back in 2006 when I lived in Calgary, and saw a performance of his, and kept in touch with him over the years, and I've been involved in helping him to come to town here, play some gigs. For a while, he was part of a trio called Brother Son that toured and played at Music Fest. Some of you may have seen him there. And he's played the Victoria Folk Music Society here.
And the CAW, which is now a Unifor Union Hall.
Right.
Yes.
Joe is an amazing troubadour. He's a soul brother of mine in a way, and we've had a great friendship over these years, and it's been great to be able to see him. We had full plans to have him here in person as our guest artist, and where we would sing songs to back him up. We are sorry to say that we weren't able to get our collaboration together this time, but we're going to have him back someday. So, ladies and gentlemen,
at least our in-person collaboration, but a different kind of collaboration is happening right here. Mm-hmm.
All right. So I would like to now turn the mic over to Joe Jencks. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome him to our Zoom screens.
Yay! Great to see you, Joe. So
Thank you. Great to be here. Great to be seen. On the 20th of March.
Oh, sorry. Wait.
We got to mute ourselves.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm back again. On the 20th of March, I wrote this song, and it just seemed kind of appropriate to lead off with this evening. It's called Love Will Guide My Way. And I was just thinking about so many people I loved in so many places as the COVID curtain was falling all over the world. And I just woke up one morning with this song in my head and in my heart. Please feel free to sing along from home or wherever you are. Well, I will greet the morning, and I will greet the day, and I will greet the evening. Love will guide my way. The sun goes down, the sun comes up, the earth goes round, and I fill my cup with the goodness all around me. I know love will guide my way. I will greet the morning, and I will greet the day, and I will greet the evening. Love will guide my way. The money comes and the money goes. I count my blessings, count my woes, but the kindness all around me grows. Love will guide my way. I will greet the morning, and I will greet the day, and I will greet the evening. Love will guide my way. Through broken hearts and broken bones, by internet or mobile phones, through gentle or impassioned tones, love will guide my way. I will greet the morning, and I will greet the day, and I will greet the evening. Love will guide my way. Through times of fear and sadness, through times of joy and gladness, through apocalyptic madness, I know love will guide my way. I will greet the morning, and I will greet the day, and I will greet the evening. Love will guide my way. So put your hands up to the rafters, sing and shout with laughter. 'Cause if it's hope you're after, I know love will guide the way. I will greet the morning, and I will greet the day, and I will greet the evening. Love will guide my way. Yes, we will greet the morning, we will greet the day, we will greet the evening. Love will guide the way. Yes, we will greet the evening. Love will guide the way through whatever else may happen. I know love will guide the way.
Awesome.
Fun. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I wrote this. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a way that you can not mute me when you're muting everybody, but if there is, great. If not, I'll just keep reaching across the apparatus here, and you'll all get a close-up in the fisheye lens of my bearded visage. I just want to say those choir pieces that you put together remotely were absolutely stunning, just truly amazing. Beautiful, beautiful work, and blessings on all of you that dove way deep down the rabbit hole of technology to figure out how to do that. That's I'm challenged with one camera and one person, so that's sufficient. But I wrote this song in the morning that my friend and mentor Pete Seeger passed away, and I took words from his testimony in 1955 before the House Un-American Activities Committee here in the States. And the song sort of tells its own story, but I paraphrase a lot of his ideas in here. And if you ever have a chance, look up online his testimony. It's an extraordinary read. Asked me here to tell you about my neighbors and my friends, to talk about the who and what, the where and how and when. But I won't give you anything you don't already know. But if you'd like, I'll sing that list of songs before I go. Let me sing you a song about the people that I love, the poets and philosophers, the workers and the wanderers, the ones who walk the picket lines, who dare to stand and fight, and the ones who hold their babies close and rock them through the night. You say it's un-American to do the things I do. I sing for justice, liberty, and civil rights, it's true. But I say it's un-American to ask me how I vote, how I pray, or what I believe. But here's a song I wrote. Let me sing you a song about the people that I love, poets and philosophers, the workers and the wanderers, the ones who walk the picket lines, who dare to stand and fight, and the ones who hold their babies close and rock them through the night. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out warning, I'd hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. If you want to send me to prison, I guess that's the way it'll be. I won't give you fodder for your paranoid machine. If the price of my silence is shackles, well then fellas take me away. For I will live to sing again and rise with a brand new day. Let me sing you a song about the people that I love, poets and philosophers, the poets and philosophers, workers and wanderers, the workers and the wanderers, the ones who walk the picket lines, who dare to stand and fight, and the ones who hold their babies close and rock them through the night. Let me sing you a song about the people that I love, the poets and philosophers, the workers and the wanderers, the ones who walk the picket lines, who dare to stand and fight, and the ones who hold their babies close and rock them through the night. Yes, the ones who hold their babies close and rock them through the night.
All right.
Beautiful. Awesome. Through the night. Woohoo.
You want to do it?
Beautiful. Thank you.
Read up again?
Hold it. Hold it. Oh, no, sorry.
Yeah. I'm starting to get the idea somebody doesn't want me to sing.
It's just this transcontinental game of whack-a-mole.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. This is a song about mercy and kindness and opening our hearts even when it doesn't feel easy to do so, because that is part of what heals the things that are broken. It's called Let It Rain. One moment of mercy was all that it took to drive me clean out of my head. A piece of my heart had been sleeping so long that I had given it for dead. Better than I have traveled this journey, and none have returned here unchanged. But the lilacs in bloom and the thunder had loomed, my lonely heart prays for the rain. Let it rain, oh let it rain. Let the waters of love wash away all the pain. Let the hope of redemption be all that remains. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. When the ancients and mariners looked toward the heavens at night, did they yearn for the day? Or were they transfixed by the wonders they saw in the lights that guided their way? I need to believe that there is no sadness so great that it cannot heal. But sometimes the longing inside, it consumes me so much. Well, it's all that I feel. Let it rain, oh let it rain. Let the waters of love wash away all the pain. Let the hope of redemption be all that remains. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. And I stand on the ledge and I cling to the edge for dear life, afraid to let go. What if love's call pulls me into a free fall? What then? Oh, tell me what then? Somewhere way out there, beyond right and wrong, there's a place that I long to see. If I don't return, I'll be wishing you well from wherever I happen to be. Let it rain, sing it. Let it rain, oh let it rain. Let the waters of love wash away all the pain. Let the hope of redemption be all that remains. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Let it rain, oh, let it rain. Let the waters of love wash away all the pain. Let the hope of redemption be all that remains. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
Wonderful.
Thank
you.
you, Joe. Holy moly.
Wow. Gorgeous.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Well, I just have a couple more songs for you this evening. It's a very full evening with a lot of great music, and I'm so honored to be a part of it. And I look forward to being with you all in person at some point as soon as we can make that happen safely. But this is one of the songs that we would have sung together. It's called For the Singing. As I was walking down the only road I knew, I came upon a place where that one road turned to two. I took the one that seemed less worn. I did the best I could till I happened on a wise man all alone out in the woods. Well, he looked at me a moment. He looked up at the sky. He turned as if about to speak, but all he did was sigh. So I ventured forth the question. I said, surely you must know, will the road that I now travel take me where I want to go? He said, do it for the power and you'll surely be a slave. Do it for the glory and you'll find enter the grave. Do it for the laughter and you'll surely find your smile. Do it for the singing and you've gone the extra mile. I still had some questions I thought might clear the air. I turned around to ask and found he was no longer there. I thought maybe this was God I saw as I got down on my knees. But soon enough I heard my answer in the wind blowing through the trees, and it said, do it for the power. It said, do it for the power and you'll surely be a slave. Do it for the glory and you'll find it early grave. Do it for the laughter and you'll surely find your smile. Do it for the singing and you've gone the extra mile. Many moons have come and gone, now and then I go astray. But I come back to the path, 'cause for me it's the only way. Well, I do not have much money, but I find I have more time to seek the answers that I need in the eyes of those I find. And they say, do it for the power. They say, do it for the power, and you'll surely be a slave. Do it for the glory, and you'll find an early grave. Do it for the laughter, and you'll surely find your smile. Do it for the singing, and you've gone the extra mile. They say, do it for the power, and you'll surely be a slave. Do it for the glory, and you'll find an early grave. Do it for the laughter, and you'll surely find your smile. Do it for the singing.
Yes.
Yay!
Yay!
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you. So I just have one more for you here, but I think we need to mute and unmute again.
For a second. Hold on. Oh. Joe, I know you can't be reading the chat while you're performing, but people are giving you effusive praise. And there was one comment that said, hearing your voice is like a hug for the soul.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now I'm even more sad that I can't be there in person, but you know, safety is definitely the better part of valor these days. And so I appreciate all of the hoops that everyone has jumped through to pull this together. Please donate generously to the Caia Connection. This is an extraordinary organization doing really, really good work in a part of the world that very much needs support. And not only that, but the education that you bring into a community when you hold a fundraiser. It makes the world just a little bit smaller. And it allows us all to see more of our shared humanity. So please give generously as you are able. And I'm going to wrap up with a song that comes out of the Lomax collection from the U.S. Library of Congress Folk Archives, an old prison chain gang, prison yard song from the 1930s. It probably predates that by maybe even as much as 50 years, but the first recordings of it are in the 1930s. And it's been turned into a blues song by a number of different artists, but I went back to the original archival recordings and listened to the original words that were sung in the prison yard. And you may think it an odd thing to wrap up a set with a chain gang song, but there is a spirit of such hopeful defiance in this song that it just seemed appropriate for the moment. So it's called Take This Hammer, and please do sing along from home. And Dick and Cathy and Denis and all the folks that have been working so hard on this, thank you so much for all your work. Take this hammer, hammer and give it to the captain. Take this hammer, hammer and give it to the captain. Take this hammer, hammer and give it to the captain. Tell them I'm gone, Lord, tell them I'm gone. If he asked you, was I running? If he asked you, was I running? And if he asked you, was I running? Tell them I was flying, Lord, tell them I was flying. Captain, Captain, this old hammer too heavy. Captain, Captain, this old hammer too heavy. Captain, Captain, this old hammer too heavy. For the likes of man, for the likes of man. Must be the hammer, hammer that killed John Henry. Must be the hammer, hammer that killed John Henry. Must be the hammer that killed John Henry. But it won't kill me, no, it won't kill me. This old hammer shine like silver. This old hammer shine like silver. This old hammer shine like silver. But it rings like gold, Lord, it rings like gold. Don't you make me wear these old cold shackles. Don't you make me wear these old cold shackles. Don't you make me wear these old cold shackles. 'Cause they wound my soul, Lord, they wound my soul. Lord, I'm coming to that Jordan water. Lord, I'm coming to that Jordan water. Lord, I'm coming to that Jordan water. Don't you let me drown, don't you let me drown. Take this hammer and give it to the captain. Take this hammer and give it to the captain. Take this hammer and give it to the captain. Tell them I'm gone, Lord, tell them I'm gone. Tell them I'm gone, Lord, tell them I'm gone. Tell them I'm gone, Lord, tell them I'm gone.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Such a pleasure. I look forward to seeing the rest of the show.
Thank you.
All right.
Awesome.
I'd like
Enjoyed every minute of it. Thank you.
And just to plug Joe a little more, he's got some fabulous CDs out there, and I bet you if you went to his website, you'd find a way to buy a few. Normally, if you were out here, he'd be able to sell some merch. But yeah, in addition to donating to the Caia Connection, it'd be awesome if you could find ways to support the work that Joe's doing in the world. Thank you, Joe.
And Joe, I put your website there. If you have another address for people to make purchases, please welcome to put that in. People will be looking for it. All right. I'd like to speak about the Caia Connection and the work that they've been doing, Sarah Petrescu, who has recently become the president of the board of the Caia Connection. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to please welcome Sarah Petrescu, who I will put on Spotlight. Welcome, Sarah.
Hi, thank you, Dick and Cathy. Thanks so much. The music's been amazing tonight. It's just been such a great concert. So thank you, everyone, and to everyone who has donated. That is so excellent. I'm very happy to share a little bit about the work of the Caia Connection in Kwangisana in Mozambique. And we'll start with a slideshow with some pictures and a little bit of history. So I think we can go to the next slide here. Oh. Siobhan and Perpetua here. So as many of you know, it was more than 20 years ago that the seeds of the Caia Connection were planted through friendship and song between the Gettin Choir and a local African choir when they joined forces to raise funds and build a school in rural Mozambique. The Kapaseni project would go on to raise money each year and deliver crucial health, social, and education supports to people. The Caia Connection would then become the umbrella grassroots organization based in Victoria to organize and fundraise, and the Kwangisana organization in Mozambique would provide the programs and support to empower people in rural areas of the Sofala province, namely in the Caia district and the communities of Sena, Capaceni, Caia, and Chemba, as well as other rural villages. And hello to anyone who's here tonight from there. So I'd like to tell you about some of the work that the Caia Connection supports and what the biggest areas of need are at this time. Education is the foundation of the Caia Connection, helping the next generation to move forward in their lives and to support their families and communities. We work with the Kawangi Sana team and the teachers in Capaceni to especially encourage young women and girls to attend the Denis Donnelly and Siobhan Robinsong Distance Learning Center. Next one here. So by providing distance learning opportunities, we're honoring the wishes of local families to keep children in the community so it can grow and thrive. Capaceni will be a model for other communities in rural Mozambique, and the Ministry of Education has been very supportive. So by having a school in the communities, kids don't have to go away to attend high school or some of the higher grades. So the Ministry of Education has conducted a site visit and will provide the teachers and the materials. There are 35 students already in grade 9 and 10, and 20 grade 8 students were enrolled in 2020. Capaceni families pushed hard for this new school so that their children would no longer have to go to boarding school. Each year, we hope to see the curriculum expand and improvements to the school, which luckily was not damaged during the cyclone last year. Next slide. We go to the next slide there. Oh, awesome. Okay, thanks. So here we have the Denis Donnelly and Siobhan Robinsong Distance Learning Center. So flooding slowed the beginning of school in February 2020 when 55 students were enrolled. Then COVID precautions closed all schools in Mozambique. This building needs a few final touches of tiling and installing fixtures. We also need desks and computers to be installed when it's time to return to school. Here's a visit from the district administrators in the ministry, and they frequently check on the progress. Here's some of the students. So we provide scholarships to students, an average 2,500 for Capaceni students in post-secondary education in Beira. This helps with tuition, books, room and board, travel supplies, and a small amount for a house mother and security. There are 6 post-secondary students this year. Mizinya should graduate this year, but classes have been disrupted due to COVID. The students are taking classes online though, and we hope that they can return to their regular classes. There's Gabriel and his family, and also some post-secondary students. We are very proud of the post-secondary graduates supported through our scholarships. And here are a few with Country Director Gabriel Miandica and his family. It's great to get photos from the projects. And, oh, did we miss one slide? Yes, here we go. And here's some more post-secondary graduates. These are the first post-secondary graduates celebrated in Capaceni Village in 2017 with Siobhan and Perpetua. And then beside them are nursing and pharmacy students who graduated in 2018 and 2019. In 2019, 8 students received nursing and pharmacy diplomas. One young man received the highest marks in his whole nursing program of 500 students and is now working as a clinical technician in Beira. Another has been working as a nurse. A young woman is volunteering at the Capaceni Health Center while she waits for her job placement. This year, there are 3 girls and 3 boys from Capaceni in post-secondary education. And some of the scholarship graduate students are on the forefront of the fight against COVID in Beira. This is a water tower here. Clean water is essential to the people in Capaceni. Government officials here are doing a site visit to check on the progress of a water project. And this water is a requirement. It's a requirement to have the water system operating. In 2017, Capaceni faced a major challenge with the lack of clean drinking water. The area is prone to drought, and women often used to spend many hours searching for water and carrying it long distances home. 2001 wells were installed with the help of Capicini Project, but the groundwater quality deteriorated over time, and the wells were producing salty water, which is only good for cooking. So this led to many families to move away. So congrats to Gabriel and everyone who worked to make this project happen. And here we will have a special treat for you. Perpetua Alfazema with her children, Nazalari, her husband Emmanuel, Tumaine, Perpetua, and Sarah are joined with musicians Rhonda McKagan, Axel von Bertoldi, May and Jack McDonald. They are the Moza Africa Choir from Edmonton and have a song called Barwani Abali Tiza Pazere, which means come all to help and support. And you will hear the call to Mozambique in Canada to come together.
I'd just like to jump in for a moment and say that was a lovely performance. My apologies for stopping the video for a bit. Welcome to give our appreciation to Perpetua and her family and the band. I see they are watching us. You can find them on Gallery View. Give them a hand.
Yay! Thank you so much.
And Sarah. Okay.
Thank you so much. That was wonderful. An amazing video. Thank you, Perpetua and Moza Africa. Music is integral to life in Mozambique for enjoyment and to maintain health, community, and cultural connections. And when we say music, we also mean dancing, of course, as well. Their traditional music program is supported through donations to the Caia Connection, some of them. And we are very proud of the Verlimba group's achievements as district and national champions. So thank you for supporting them and for all their work. I'd like to tell you a little bit about Sette Montagna, the 7 Mountain School. Caia Connection has plans to add on to this special school, developed to help children that are not able to go to regular primary school. They need extra TLC and support, and some are able to move on to regular school by grade 4. Tell you a little next way. A little bit about this school. 15 years ago, Kawangi Sana built Seven Mountain School for traumatized children in the town of Sena, where many families were affected by HIV/AIDS. School days start with drumming, dancing, singing, and meals provided by grandmothers. It is so popular that the classrooms are bursting at the seams and more classrooms need to be built. One of Joseph Alfazema's final wishes before he passed away in 2019 was for an expansion of this school. So, the Joseph Alfazema Memorial Building Fund has been set up to begin the project when people get back to work after COVID-19 and to honor the memory and wishes of our good friend Joseph. Emergency support has also become a very important part of what Caia Connection supports. In 2019, Cyclone Idai tore through Mozambique, leaving a path of destruction, water-damaged homes, ruined crops, and flooding with deadly waterborne illnesses. It was one of the worst cyclones on record. The coastal hub city, Beira, was largely destroyed. Communities in Caia district, where Kapaseni and Sena are located, were cut off from help and food. We immediately reached out to our supporters for help and sent $27,000 for emergency supplies, helping to provide food for over 1,000 families. These funds were crucial as other assistance was delayed by government's focus on helping the big cities first. Kawangi Sana helps the most vulnerable people, reach out to the sick and pregnant mothers with support, provide food to the hungry, education to young children, and connect orphans with extended families. In times of disaster, Kawangi Sana helps and is a trusted part of the community. We are in another crisis right now with COVID-19. An emergency declaration has been issued in Caia district. Kawangi Sana has joined with the local government and other community-based organizations to fight the pandemic with programs to promote hand washing, respiratory etiquette, quarantine, and physical distancing. Here's some more recent photos. During the closures, food has been a big concern, especially because children used to receive meals at school. And for some, these may have been their only meals of the day. Kawangi Sana is helping by providing families with kits that include a bar of soap, a kilo of salt and sugar, a liter of cooking oil, and 2 kilos of beans. Volunteers are also doing disease prevention. The intention is to reduce the number of children wandering the streets looking for food, which is a major challenge for many families. In addition, homeschooling is being supported with training and materials. Here's the Gloria Hansen Sewing Center, which is being used to make masks to give out to the communities in these family kits. Kawangi Sana was founded in 2006 by Perpetua Alfazema and Joseph and Means for the better health and well-being of all. Kawangi Sana programs support and empower people in rural Mozambique to obtain education, health services, and human rights. And we just want to say thank you. Thank you to the staff and volunteers for your hard work and service to your community. The Caia Connection raises funds to support Kawangi Sana, and we appreciate all the work that you do. And here's another interesting project, the Moringa Project, Caia Connection supports. Powdered moringa leaves are a nutritious supplement, and they're becoming a fast-growing market. So the Caia Connection is also raising funds to help develop a moringa business at Kawangi Sana that will generate income and provide women with business training. The Ministry of Health is involved, providing food safety and quality training, including field visits to moringa farms. This project is helping mobilize women in the community of Sena to combat malnutrition and poverty by developing a moringa farm and packaging business to sell this highly nutritious food supplement powder, which will in turn help support Kawangi Sana's education and community support programs. So these are just a few of the highlights of what the Caia Connection supports and Kawangi Sana helps achieve, and the work we still need to do with your support and kindness. So thank you so much. Thank you to Denis, Siobhan, Perpetua, Dick, Cathy, and all the artists and singers for your many years of support to raise funds for these projects and to truly transform lives and bring communities together. And thank you to Canada and to everyone around the world. It's been wonderful to see everyone chiming in on the chat from so many different places to come together and to help us connect tonight. And thank you. Please donate at canadahelps.org and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I think Canada.
What we would like to do is take a little break now, and what we'll do, if you're not familiar with this, Zoom allows us to set up breakout rooms. We're going to take 10 minutes. Some people will want to go and make their donations. The breakout rooms will throw everybody an invitation into a room where 10 random people are invited there. Take a little time, maybe meet someone new. You might see someone from the choir or one of our presenters in the room with you. I just got an update from Carol Kerr of the Caia Connection that donations now are over $13,000. Let's see how we can ring those phones, as they used to say. And we will see you back here in 10 minutes. Wait.
So you can, you'll get an invitation to join a breakout room. So you are welcome to accept that invitation. And then in about 10 minutes or probably 9 minutes, there'll be a warning that just says the breakout rooms will close, and it'll automatically bring you back to the main group, at which point Siobhan will be introducing our next musical guest. So thank you so much for sharing this evening with us, and enjoy a 10-minute break. Actually, at this point, we're turning it over to Siobhan to introduce our next musical guest.
And Siobhan, you're in the spotlight, and you can unmute.
So, there we go. Hello.
Hi, everyone.
And the camera's there.
Yes. Oh, the camera's.
That's
the
it.
camera's there. Could have.
And you'll have to use the microphone.
Okay. Well, hi everybody. I'm just enjoying this whole evening so much that it's what a treat, every one of you, and I'm really happy to have Anne Mortifee here, a longtime friend. In fact, our very first concert that we did for Capaseni, and this was back in the year 1999. There was Anne jumping in to bring, record crowds to we were a very small concert, a group in those days. But Anne came and we had a fabulous time. And she has since then done 8 different concerts for us over the years with all kinds of other wonderful people. And here we are again, Anne.
Here we are again, Siobhan. It's so good. So shall I take it away?
Would you take it away for us?
Why don't I do
yes.
that?
Okay, great.
Thanks, honey. Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, it's just been an extraordinary gift to be a part of this whole project. I remember.
Oh, I'm sorry, Anne. I slipped. You'll have to unmute again. Pardon me. Sorry, go ahead. My apologies.
Okay, so what I was going to say, I've just absolutely loved being a part of this whole project right from the beginning. Siobhan and I were sitting in a bed, having done a workshop together, and we were sharing a room, and we were talking about her going to Victoria and thinking about starting a choir. And I just said, you've got to do it. And she said, well, do you think anyone would come? And I said, absolutely. And here we are with like 200-300 people in the choir. And now Dick and Cathy have taken it over from Denis and Siobhan. And I remember when we met Perpetua and did that first concert, and how that community were in danger because they still had mines from the last war all throughout the area around that had to be removed. And all they wanted, the village had been destroyed. And now there's schools, there's a clinic. I mean, year by year, something was added from just the love of people for Perpetua and the group, everybody living in Mozambique. And so I thought I would sing. I was brought up in Africa, in Zululand, and grew up on a sugarcane farm there. And Africa, to me, has been really the motherland in more ways than one, mainly because I don't think there's any country in the world where the people are so in touch with music and passion and energy and the earth. And so I thought I'd sing for you my first song, which is Africa. I had the privilege of spending time with Vusamazulu Credo Mutwa, who was this the top Sangoma of the Zulu nation. And he said something to me that I think is true about all the people who are involved with Kapuseni. He said, and I feel this way too, I am glad that you are here. Yes, I am talking to you. You who are listening to my words. You who have been called by the spirits to be here now with me. It may take time to dig out a hole through which all this beauty can flow, but it will come. So be patient. Your ancestors, they are awaiting you. There is a land where the earth runs red. There is a land where the grass turns gold. There is a soul older than these hills, and it fills the heart. Africa, Africa. There is a land where the sun burns hot. There is a land where the grass turns gold. There is a tree whose seed became the earth, where birth was born. In Africa, the motherland, Africa, the motherland. In Delhi and Tulo, in Delhi and Tulo, Mama Kosi. In Delhi and Tulo, in Delhi and Tulo, Mama Kosi. I'm a glow, I'm a glow, I'm a glow, I'm a is a land where the serpent sways. There is a land where the eagle soars. There is a door at the core of all you are, where star, where dust in Africa, the motherland, Africa. You do not know who you are. You do not know where you come from. You do not know why you are here. And you do not know where you are going to. There is a land where the silence sounds. There is a land where the spirits roam. There is a bone the ancestors gave to me, and it leads me home to Africa, the motherland, Africa. In Delhi and Kulo, in Delhi and Kulo, Mamakosi. In Delhi and Kulo, in Delhi and Kulo, Mamakosi. Dele and Tulo, it is the dream time. Long before there was anything here at all. And this life of giving is a life that we have now. It is the life that we are living in Ndelo, in Tulo, Nkosi, Amantosi, Yebo.
Wow.
Thank you, Anne.
Thank you.
So great.
Oh my gosh, in this wonderful little room that I am with Bill Weaver and Siobhan Robinsong, that two of my dearest friends in the world. And literally just before we started, Dick and Cathy, we were not going to tell you, and Denis, we were not going to say a word about this, but I cannot resist. Bill was rushing around because all of the electricity is off on Cortez Island.
Oh,
We've had this big storm over here. And so, you know, Annie, we wanted to thank you for your generator. And we got everything going just in time. And so here we are.
Wow, we thank Annie too.
and Anne,
Annie
you're
too.
going to
Yes,
need,
yes.
you're going to need
So,
to unmute yourself in just a moment. You'll need to unmute yourself. So because I muted everyone here. Please, there you go.
who knows everything.
There we go.
Am I back?
You're back.
Yes? Good. So I remembered when I was singing that song, a moment when we sent off like bags full of little red t-shirts, which was the first outfits that they had. Outfits, is that what they, no, uniforms, that's the word, uniforms in the school at Capseni, and how absolutely thrilled everybody was. And that was all the people in the choir all got together and put money together to do that. There's something so marvelous about knowing that this is a thriving community and that it's expanded out to include so many other things just because people wanted to give something, and to have followed it through for over 20 years and see what a small group of people can do is exquisite. So I'm really happy to be with you all. And this is a song that I particularly love. And it's about finding what, knowing, feeling a call. And I think that's what happened. Joseph and Perpetua felt a call. And then Siobhan felt the call. Then I felt the call. Then Denis felt the call. Then the choirs felt the call. And then everybody felt the call. And so this isn't exactly about that, but it's very close. So here it goes. Something in me never knows peace. I'm ruled by a hungry eye, searching for something, searching for someone. I don't know why. Over the rainbow, over the wall, out where the grass is greener, hearing a call, yet nothing at all do I ever find. And so I dream I'll meet what's waiting for me. And when I do, my heart will follow its lead, deep in the song that's calling me. I hear the voice of destiny. Something in me is longing to be a drop in a healing rain, healing the sadness, all of the madness in all this pain. Deep in the hollow, deep in the earth, locked in a memory, something is stirring, someone is calling, beckoning me. And so I dream I'll meet what's waiting for me. And when I do, my heart, it will follow its lead, deep in the song that's haunting me. I hear the voice of destiny. Something, somewhere, I can feel it, someone calling me. Daytime, nighttime, always haunting, something watching me, like a memory half forgotten, someone near to me. Something, somewhere, I can feel it, someone watching me. And so I dream I'll meet what's waiting for me. And when I do, my heart follows its lead, deep in the song deep in the song that's haunting me. I hear the voice of destiny. Something, somewhere, I can feel it, someone calling me. Daytime, nighttime, always haunting, someone watching me. Like a memory half forgotten, someone near to me. Something, somewhere, I can feel it,
Thank you. Thank you, Anne. Powerful song. Very powerful.
Gentlemen, and Mortifee.
One last thing I thought I'd like to sing. It came out of time I spent in Africa with some wonderful Zulu sangomas who taught me a great deal. And we were doing a ceremony, and there was a moment where they said to me, "And now we want you to sing a song." And of all the songs I know, I could not think of one song. Nothing. I was completely blank. All I could think of was a song that I was making up while we were driving through the bush. And I just kept making it up phonetically because I just loved the sound of it. And so I started the song and I went, Nom Kumbulwana. And they stopped me and they said, who taught you this song? And I said, well, nobody taught me. I just was making it up. And they said, you are not making this song up. This is the song we Sangomas sing when we go to call on Nomkumbulwana, the Great Mother. And so I wanted to just do, not necessarily all of it, but I wanted just to send out a prayer to the Great Mother of Africa and ask her to remember all of the people in Campesini, the people who are really devoted to this work. And so in these times when there is so much struggle and so much beauty, I thought I'd sing this song. Lady who loves the loveless, flower of many fields, mother of all creation, hear, oh hear our plea. And you can sing this. Nom Kumbulwana, Nam Kumbulwana, Nam Kumbulwana, Nam Kumbulwana, Nam Kumbulwana, Nam Kumbulwana. And so it begins, what has been foreseen. The dark gives way to the sacred dream. The boy and girl awake as day breaks, the hold of night from deep within where mystery swims. They come. They come with the rhythm of a new world making. They come with the song of the ancient ways. They come with the promise of the earth and the heaven to unite like the dawn, the dark and the day. Nam Kumbulwana, 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 nam kumbulwana. Nam kumbulwana. May goodness take root in your heart, and don't forget the little donate button. Thank you. That was so great you came.
Yeah. Nice to hearing both of you singing together. That was wonderful.
Beautiful. Thank you, Anne. Thank you.
I'm so jealous. I want to cuddle Siobhan.
Thank you, Anne.
Fantastic hugs.
Siobhan.
Heather for all of us.
Squeeze. We just want to squeeze you.
Wonderful to do a concert with you again.
Aw. Love you, Siobhan. Thank you, Anne.
Thank you very much, Anne and Siobhan, both of you. We'll. It's so touching to see that reconnection through all of the memories of your time in Africa and the travels together. I'd like to introduce the next song that the Gettin Higher Choir recorded, and we put a video together for it. Thanks to Nicola Riviere, who's done most of the videos that you've seen this evening. The person who started me off getting involved in music in my life was my mom. At a young age, we would happily sing harmonies together, old records that we would play and sing along with. And my mom passed away in early June, and it was right at the time when we were collecting all of the song files from everyone for this Ukrainian folk song. Mom was very proud of her Ukrainian heritage. The song is an old folk song about wedding traditions in Western Ukraine. The Willow Wood Board is the name of it in English, and a young woman who is about to be married will walk across a willow wood board that's placed on the field, and this song was part of it, where she's wondering, when will my love come, and what will he bring for me? Red boots is the hoped for gift. So
this is a really old song.
It's a very old song, yeah. So in dedicating this to my mom, Olya Bodrug, who passed away earlier this month, we were able to connect with her. She was in Winnipeg before she passed away, and we were able to sing this song for her using FaceTime. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll present Gettin Higher Choir singing Verbovaya, Doshchechka, the Willow Wood Board. Sorry, I will start that again. My mistake. There we are.
We
Wonderful.
It was awesome.
Absolutely beautiful.
To hear that.
Oh my God. Yes.
Wow.
So
beautiful.
Oh, what
That
a
was very
tribute
moving.
to your
Thank
mom.
you. Thank you so much, you guys.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone. I'm going to turn this over now to Denis Donnelly, who will introduce our next performer.
Well, I'm really excited about this next performer. We've known each other for a number of years now. I could tell you about her awards and her membership in the BC Music Hall of Fame. I could tell you about all those things, her 9 solo albums. But what I'm really excited about is that she's here and that she's going to be singing for us. It's always such a joy to work with Shari Ulrich. She is a treasure, not only for this part of Canada, but all across Canada. And when she sings, the songs go to the heart in profound ways, especially to my heart. So please give a very warm welcome to Shari Ulrich. Shari, where are you?
I'm right here.
All
I'm
right.
here. Are you guys there? Do you hear me? Oh, I've got one ear out here. You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's what I need to know. Well, Denis, after that sweet and wonderful introduction, I hope I don't break your heart by deciding to play a different song than the one you asked me to play.
Shari, you're going to have to unmute now.
I am unmuted.
Awesome. Thank you.
No, I already was. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Excellent. All right. Did you hear what I just said? Should I repeat that part? Okay, good. So I couldn't resist, in a situation like this, whatever you hear before informs what you want to contribute. So I thought I should play a song to dedicate to your mom, Dick. This is one that I wrote for my mom, and it just seemed like the right thing to play right now. So that's what I'm going to do. This is my mother's pillow. This is my mother's bed. This is the place she closed her eyes and laid her weary head. Letters, maps, and photographs that mark the march of time. This is what she left for us to find. I am my mother's shadow. I am my mother's breath. I am the force of a well-lived life that never wanted less. And she said, be yourself, and God is love, and above all else, be kind. Well, this is what she left for us to find. There's that smile, and there's her laugh, and there's her stubborn pride. I see it all every day in my daughter's eyes. You are your grandma's shadow. You are your grandma's breath. You are the force of a well-lived life that never wanted less. So grab your future with both hands and let that spirit shine. For this is what she left for us, the family that she loved so much. This is what she left for us to find.
Oh, beautiful.
Thank you. Well,
Wow. Wow.
So I also wanted to sing songs that the choir knows that we've sung together before. I couldn't resist.
Hang on, Shari, you'll need to unmute.
So I also wanted to sing songs that the choir knows. Oh, my battery died. How unfortunate. Oh, there we go. Because even though I can't hear you, you can hear yourselves, you can hear me, and we can pretend that we're all together physically as well as how we are now, which is quite a beautiful thing. So this is Rain, 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 really not related to what we're all here for, although I'm sure I could figure out a way to connect all the dots because everything we write about is connected somehow to everything else. So, oh, a little bit of a solo instrument here. What a wonderful, wonderful evening. I was also thinking as I was singing that song that my daughter's upstairs we're all celebrating her 30th birthday. So when I was singing the song about my daughter in that song, I thought, yeah, she definitely has grabbed her future with both hands. Everybody's walking on the city streets, got their hands in their pockets, their eyes on their feet. People all around, they don't want to know. One foot, then the other, just go, go, go. Don't look, don't talk, don't rock, don't say. Don't want you thinking better way. I'm so tired of being afraid. Lift my head up and say, hey, hey. Rain, 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 fall on me. Rain, 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 fall on me. Rain, 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 fall on me. Lift my face up to the sky, set me free. Everybody's running from the truth and pain with a needle and a bottle, a pipe and fame. Big boys rolling on the 99. Nobody's gonna catch a break this time. Don't look, don't talk, don't rock, don't say. Don't want you thinking there's a better way. We're all tired of being afraid. Lift our heads up and say, hey, hey. Rain, 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 fall on me. Rain, 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 fall on me. Rain, 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 fall on me. Lift my face up to the sky, set me free. When you're lying and you're bleeding with a hole right through your heart, let it ache and let it sting. Let a bird lean in and sing. Let it howl and let it ring. That's where it starts. Rain, rain, rain. Well, it's a crazy world and it's a crazy time. We gotta learn to color out the lines. Don't listen to them saying who you gotta be. Grab the reins now, 1, 2, 3. Gotta dance, gotta talk, gotta rock, gotta win. You gotta let it out and let it in. We're all tired of being afraid. Lift ourselves up and say, hey, hey. Rain, 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 fall on me. Rain, 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 fall on me. Rain, 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 set me free. Ow.
All right.
Thank you. Change my view here so I can see you guys more than I see myself. You're much more interesting. There we go.
Okay, you have to unmute again. Yep.
It was worth it to have to unmute again to hear you guys applaud. Much better than the great abyss of silence at the end of a song, which is not what we're accustomed to. I'm going to do another one that is familiar to you, I would think, and sing along.
Yeah. She's good.
Maybe you're feeling it coming. Maybe it's nothing at all. Sometimes change comes and picks you up just when you start to fall. Or maybe it's too familiar and you've just gotta run. Or you can't find what you think you need to do what must be done. But wherever you run, wherever you roam, every road is leading you home. Whatever may come, whatever the load, every road leads home. All those years of choices carry my pride and my shame, and there is something lost for every freedom gained. For some days lie before you like a battle to be won, or you may feel like you're standing still when another day's work is done. But wherever you run, wherever you roam, every road is leading you home. Whatever may come, whatever the load, every road leads home. You've been up all night, don't know what to do, searching the walls for clues. You might hear that voice all of your life, if only I. But wherever you run, wherever you roam, every road is leading you home. Whatever may come, whatever the load, every road leads home. Every road is leading you home. Whatever may come, whatever the load, every road leads home. Ooh.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shari.
All right.
Woohoo! One of my favorites. I love that song.
Yay.
Like a private concert.
I came across
Oh, sorry.
I came across on a voice memo of us in a restaurant after the show the last time we played together with everybody singing that a cappella in the restaurant. Was anybody there? I was there. It was fantastic. I'm going to do one more song because I think everybody's probably ready for bed. Are you ready for bed? I don't want to miss the cake upstairs, of course, but this is
Just a
what
question,
I had planned to do.
will this next
Yes?
song be using the piano?
Yes, it will. What would you like?
I wonder if you turn your levels down a little bit.
All of them or just the piano?
I think vocal and piano a little bit.
Sure. I have the technology to do that.
Thanks, Shari.
Okay. This one you can sing along to as well, and I would hope that you would at the end. I don't think I need to tell you what it is because it's very self-explanatory. I am sorry about this light because I forgot that it's getting dark earlier so fast, just in a few days. And I usually rely on these windows right here for my lovely lighting. And suddenly I thought it's not going to be light enough. So this is a little bit much. Okay. There's a rising sun on an empty bed. There's a rising sun on an empty bed. Seems you couldn't sleep, I guess. That worried heart, that busy head, the words you never said. Everything that hurts leaves a mark. Some are wounds and some are scars. Some we bear to light the dark. They're all part of who we are. And I know you feel so lonely, adrift without a boat. When everything is sinking, love will stay afloat. Oh, we never know how deep the blue, how long the night for getting through. When you need me and I need you, love is what we do. And still you can feel so lost and lonely, adrift without a boat. When everything is sinking, love will stay afloat. Ooh, 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 oh, oh. A nervous boy on bended knee, an open door to a refugee. The world is made of many things called love. Love is what the neighbors bring. It lifts us up and it makes me sing. Love is what tomorrow brings. Love is everything. Love is what you mean to me. Oh, love is everything. That's what we're gonna sing. Love is everything. Oh, oh, love is everything. Oh, love is everything.
Whoa, yes, it is.
It is. It so is.
Shari.
So much, Shari. Thank you.
Shari.
You are so welcome.
You're wonderful.
So wonderful,
You are.
Sherry. Thank you so
Amazing
much.
song.
And have a
Beautiful
happy birthday
spirit
with your
woman.
daughter.
Thank you.
Birthday, Julia.
Your voice.
I will pass it on.
Thank you.
Go and enjoy your birthday cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy
with you
Thank you.
Bye.
So many pieces of things.
Okay,
All right.
All right. We have sadly muted everyone again. Thank you so much, Shari,
Yeah.
for that beautiful music and sharing your beautiful heart with us tonight. Wow. We have another video recorded song from the Gettin' Higher Choir. It's by the California-based duo Ma Muse. They seem to write so many songs that inspire and soothe and nourish the soul. We find many of their songs, they're especially potent as a means for strengthening our resilience. And we hope you enjoy our version of their beautiful song, The Power of Kindness.
Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. We don't know what's coming, but we can share with kindness as our currency. The Commonwealth is in our hands. So give a little, love, give a lot, don't stop. A helping hand makes the world go round. There's more than enough. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Power of love. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Power of love. Look out now, people, keep your ears to the ground, We are here flowing with generosity around. So give a little, love, don't stop. A helping hand makes the world go round. There's more than enough. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Power of love. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Power of love. The honeybees serve sweetness only to help the world bloom. Bring love to the flower, from the flower to the fruit. We can learn a thing or two. So give a little, love, give a lot, don't stop. A helping hand makes the world go around. There's more than enough. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Power of love. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Power of love. We don't know what's coming, but we can share. With kindness as our currency, the Commonwealth is in our hands. So give a little, love, give a lot, don't stop. A helping hand makes the world go around. There's more than enough. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love.
Thank you, you guys. Amazing.
We sure had fun singing that.
Wow.
Beautiful song. We're going to pass it over to Denis Donnelly now on Wavelengths.
One moment. Yes, just a second. There you go, Denis.
That was great. Mom Muse are a great duo. We've had them up here for a concert, and they're terrific. They continue to write and perform these great songs, heartfelt songs. Song I want to introduce now is a song that has been a favorite of the Gettin Higher Choir and latterly of Wavelengths Community Choir for a number of years now. And we've sung it a lot. It must have been one of my our most sung songs. It was written by Enya Navronin. Enya comes from a musical family in County Donegal, northwest of Ireland, and grew up singing in pubs and chartered a life for herself writing these songs. And this song was used in the first Lord of the Rings movie. It was played over the credits as people were walking out, so most people never heard it that way. But I came across it somehow and just fell in love with it. It's about the journey, of course, little Frodo Baggins and his journey to the land of Mordor is really a metaphor for the journey that we are all on. And some of our struggles are more than others, but we all have them at some time or other. And so this is a song that's very relevant to all of us, I think, in our lives, down the pathways of life. And it's called May It Be by Enya.
Can I come on screen? That was beautiful. Good job.
Beautiful song.
Spectacular. Thank you.
Fabulous song. Fabulous.
Gorgeous.
Fabulous to you.
Well, a Gettin Higher Choir concert in all the years I was connected with it And now Wavelengths would not be complete without something for everybody to sing. And this is something that is based on the words of our own Bonnie Henry. She often uses the phrase, be kind, be calm, be safe. And the music is from a song that sometimes we used to sing, or we still sing at the end of choir evenings, written by Ricky Byers, called We Let the Love Wash Over Us, from Los Angeles, Ricky Byers is. And then our choir colleague in Vancouver, Vanessa Richards, had the idea of using that music and putting Bonnie Henry's words to it, which when they fit perfectly. And then I took it one step further and made a 4-part arrangement. So I'm going to play, or at least Dick is going to play the recording that we made of it. And it's interesting that between Cathy and Dick and my wife Lynn and myself, we have actually soprano, alto, tenor, and bass. So we actually recorded this. We actually weren't together when we recorded it. We each recorded the separate tracks, and then I put it together and then did a piano backup. But you'll get the hang of it pretty quickly. It starts with the alto singing the melody, then the sopranos break off, and then the tenors break off, and the basses break off, but you can sing anything you want. I think you'll find it fairly intuitive. The last verse, you'll know it comes around because the piano fades out. So here is Be Kind, Be Calm, Be Safe. Dick, could you want to start the audio, please?
All right.
I'll sing along with you now.
Be kind, be calm, be safe. Be kind, be calm, be safe.
Sopranos who want to break out.
Be kind, be calm, be safe. Be kind, be calm, be safe.
Now tenors.
Be kind, be calm, be safe. Be kind, be calm, be safe. Be kind, be calm, be safe. Be kind, be calm, be safe.
Sing along.
Be kind, be calm, be safe. Be kind, be calm, be safe. Be kind, be calm, be safe. Be kind, be calm, be safe.
Thank you, everybody.
Aren't we wonderful singers?
I have had the very great pleasure, honor, and privilege of working alongside Siobhan Robinsong for over 20 years now, and it has been a constant pleasure and an amazing experience to be doing that. And so I would like to what am I doing now? Yes, right. And so I'd like to, I'm not actually introducing Siobhan in person right now, but she will be on the stage in a concert that was recorded in June of 2018, which was the last concert that Siobhan and I actually actively were the music directors for the Gettin Choir, and before Cathy and Dick took over. And it's a song that we always ended our concerts with. And many of you know it in Kosi Sikelel'i, Africa. So Dick, roll the tape.
Sorry, just getting that up now.
You should see the tech setup we have here. We have three computer monitors. It's very exciting.
I'm seeing myself on the screen here, Dick.
One moment. We will pick up on that next verse.
And we will maybe, did we
on.
have Denis pinned?
Yes, we had Denis.
We need to mute ourselves.
Okay.
Sorry, folks. Too many buttons.
Mute. Mute us all.
Say that back a bit.
Yeah. Oh, why not from there?
All right.
Ooh, see.
brings back memories.
Oh, it sure does. My goodness. Wow, what an evening. Thank you so much for being here with us. We have some thank yous to express, but I understand Denis would like a word.
In a minute.
Oh, in just a minute? All right. Well, we'd certainly want to thank absolutely Denis Donnelly and Siobhan Robinsong for carrying the choir so well for 20 years and then seeing fit to hand it off to Dick and I as adoptive choir parents. Thank you so much to Joe Jencks, to Anne Mortifee, to Shari Ulrich for your musical gifts this evening. Thank you to Sarah Petrescu for the presentation on the Caia connection and the work in Mozambique. Thank you to Nick LaRiviere for the fabulous video production. Catherine Albertson for graphic design that
our posters and banners.
Posters and banners on Facebook and social media. To Nicole and to Lowell Ann for behind the scenes tech support that we couldn't have done without. Graham Bennett for being there tonight as tech support. And for my niece, Rebecca and Lauren for keeping us fed on Tuesday and Thursday nights, GHC nights, when it was very, very busy around here. Thank you, Rebecca and Lauren. And to you, our wonderful, beautiful, generous audience, for being here with us tonight and for all your donations to the Caia Connection.
We have an updated number. It's remarkable. $19,072. Thank you so much.
Whoa. Thank you, thank you. Now, before our company bow, we'll unmute Denis, and I understand he has a few words to share.
Thanks, Cathy. Just wanted to say this has been a team presentation from pretty much the beginning. Cathy and Dick and I have worked very closely together, but I just wanted to acknowledge the contribution particularly of one Mr. Dick Jackson, working within the confines of an often capricious technological maze. He has pulled an amazing thing together here technologically, and I didn't want that to go unnoticed. So a big hand for Dick Jackson, without whom this never would have or could have happened. So Dick, yes.
Thank you so much, Denis. It's been a labor of love, and I'm so gratified that it's turned out as well as it has, and the donations are yeah, it's we don't have another update. I thought we might have had, but thank you everyone for your donations. I'm putting links also to our other musical guests' websites, and Mortifee and Shari have sites. And we have one last thing to do, to give a great big thank you to our singers from Wavelengths Community Choir and Gettin Choir. We would like to take a new style of company bow.
Okay, everyone, flowers up.
There we go. So thank you everyone for coming tonight. We will unmute and we'll say good evening until next time. Be kind, be calm, be safe.
Thanks so much, everybody. It was so wonderful.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Thank you for a lovely evening.
Good night.
Good night.